Hello, Rebels. Garrett Robinson here, independent author of the Realm Keeper series, the upcoming novel Rebel Yell, which releases in a month and is available for pre-order, Hit Girls, Non-Zombie, the Touch Trilogy, and the Ninja Bread Man. I write a lot of things. This is my show, VlogaNovel, where I live broadcast as I create my next book. The book currently in question is called Nightblade, a new serialized heroic fantasy, which I began just a few days ago and which is publishing Thursday. And, you know, in between last episode, where I began designing the cover, and this episode, where I will continue designing the cover, I remembered something, which is fun. I remembered that I have a wedding in San Diego tomorrow, so I don't get to work on the book tomorrow, which means that I have the rest of today and Thursday to finish the book and send it out to my Patreon patrons and then publish it in order to announce it and release it on Friday. So that's fun. I thought I had more time. Ha ha ha! Silly Garrett tricks are for kids. Oh, I forgot to embed and place this on my site, so let me do that really quick. Anyway, I'm not freaking out about this at all. Okay, a couple things to let you know. I am, let's see, just want to make sure that this is in here. VlogaNovel writing, Nightblade, VlogaNovel. Okay, that's what goes on my, on publishing those posts, right? Usually right before the show starts. Okay, so I need to let you know a couple of things. The book that I am working on, Nightblade Episode 1, is available for pre-order right now. You can go get it on my site at garrettbrobinson.com/nb-1. That is in, you can see on the video there, below my face in the blue portion of the screen, there's the link, pre-order this book now at. And in terms of the entire show, the entire VlogaNovel of Nightblade Episode 1, you can find all of those episodes in sequential order at my website in the link in the blue section. Again, garrettbrobinson.com/VlogaNovel-Nightblade-1. You can also find everything always on my website. You will always be able to find the latest VlogaNovel episode there. And you can read the book as I write it on Wattpad. Everything is being live posted, so you will be able to read the first draft as it comes out. When I edit, I will go back and edit the book on Wattpad, so you will be able to see that. So if you want to read it for free on Wattpad, I'm letting people do that as a way of attracting more people to my name. Totally cool. However, you know, me being me, I would, of course, really appreciate it if you'd buy it, because it's only 99 cents. I mean, come on. And again, the link to buy it, if you want to buy it, currently you can pre-order it at the link in the blue section, garrettbrobinson.com/nb1. So I made a decision while I was off on my little break there, and basically I'm going to change the structure of the novel. I'm not going to have the hand holding the knife because I always consider my elements, and every element in your book cover should do something. And unfortunately, the hand holding the blade, especially because of the way that it's positioned and the way that it's twisted, which means that I can't have it on there in the particular way that I want to. The hand doesn't really do anything. It doesn't contribute to the piece. I mean, so somebody's holding the blade, fine, but how does that help? So I am actually going to I'm going to have the blade in front of the eyes that I created in the last episode of VlogaNovel, because I really like those eyes. They're striking. They are much more attractive than the hand. I couldn't understand anybody seeing the hand and being like, "That's a hot hand. I want to read a book about a girl who has such a hot hand." But I could understand somebody seeing those eyes and being like, "Wow, what is that? Oh, it's a book. Oh, it's only 99 cents. I should totally go buy that because this guy has a lot of books on Amazon and they're very well reviewed, and you should totally go buy all of his books." Self-plug, cha-ching. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch it to be the dagger in front of those eyes. So now you know. Knowing is half the battle. And for anybody who was not in on the last episode, I'm currently isolating this dagger blade. Pretty cool dagger, right? I mean, right? Come on, that's awesome. So I'm isolating it because it is now, well, now it's an even more important part of the cover, but it was on a white background, and of course that's not super helpful because This is going to be a black background. Also, if you missed the last one, I said that I'm basing the design of this one off of Twilight, because whatever you can say about Twilight as a book series and the quality of the writing, I've said many things in my vlog and my podcasts. The cover design is fantastic. The cover design has been well remarked upon over and over again. It is striking, it draws the eye, and it gets you interested. So I'm going for that look on what will hopefully be a better book. Do 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 do. Whoops. Too much. All right, so we've got a little bit more stuff on the pommel, but this is actually very close to done, and we're going to throw it in with the eyes and see how we're looking. Once again, I feel like I'm repeating a lot of stuff I said on the last video. If you did catch the last video, I apologize, because it's just that I want to make sure that if somebody missed it but is watching this one, then they're in the know as well. Basically, I'm not going nuts on this cover, is I guess the best way to put it, because as soon as the series earns enough money, I will be hiring a professional cover designer who I know who does amazing work. Oh, I should have looked up his name on the break, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to be hiring him to do a professional, totally awesome cover for the series. It's just not in the financial cards at the moment. You can change that by pre-ordering the book. But yeah, as soon as the series has made enough money to justify it, that is what I will be doing. Okay, so now let's take out our ugly green background, and let's bring back in the eyes. Okay, already loving this cover way, way more. Looks fairly straight to me. Whoops. Too big. Still a little too big. I'm going to try moving this down below the saturation layer so that it is... Whoops. Nope, don't like that. If you wonder what the hell I'm doing, don't worry, it will all make sense in a minute. At least I hope it'll all make sense. See what I'm doing here? Oh, balls. Kerning. Are you familiar with kerning? If you're designing your own book covers, you really ought to be familiar with kerning. Kerning is the space between individual letters, and Photoshop lets you adjust it. And if you ever really want to hate somebody, or sorry, if you really hate somebody, um, teach them about kerning. Because boy, when you can recognize bad kerning, you see it everywhere. You see it in road signs and billboards and other people's books, and it'll drive you insane. Seriously, though, it's not good when it occurs. Um, but uh, but yeah. So adjusting kerning, and then we want to get the blade looking just right. And I'll actually do it because basically, oh, actually, I can just do the text thing. Dude, I'm telling you, layer masks are one of my favorite discoveries in Photoshop because with layer masks, you can do so many things that would normally, uh, see, just knock out that little extra T right there. And then boom, there's your Nightblade. Bam. And then you take the two layers. So now I reach the annoying part in the process where oops. where I'm not totally happy with it, but I don't exactly know why. Happens on every book cover. Very annoying. Never know why. We're going to try this. This totally might not work. Oh, hey, that already worked. Ah. So what you do there is you place it over the layer that you want it to cover, and then you put use clipping mask, and the clipping mask makes it so that it doesn't show beyond the it doesn't show beyond the edges of the layer that it's on top of, in this case the blade. And then I switched the layer type to darken instead of there we go. No, to multiply instead of normal. So that basically means that all it does is it multiplies the darker portions of the layer multiple times, and when that happens, the white completely disappears because it's almost pure white. And then you get a nice dark blood stain across the blade. And then we need to know who wrote this thing. And it's me, Mario. Let's see. So again, going off of Twilight for a reference, I like the font that I chose for the title. It's very It's very similar to Twilight. It's appropriate for the genre and the mood. But then at the bottom, you'll notice that Stephanie Meyer's what do you call it? Her name is completely different, and I want to choose something different. I don't know if I want to be that different. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. 8-bit. 8-bit font. I'm in love. No, of course I'm kidding. Every once in a while you just got to clear all your extra guides everywhere. Oh, that's another thing. It is going to be pure white, just like hers is. And there's certain things like this is one of those things where your mileage will vary wildly. I am choosing to make my font white because she did on the cover of Twilight, and I assume that that book cover designer, whoever he is, knew what he was doing, and I'm just going to emulate it. I don't particularly know why it's white. You know what I mean? Oh, I actually want to check one thing on one of the other covers. Okay, so on the Breaking Dawn cover, I've got. I don't actually need my headphones because I'm not playing music right now. On the Breaking Dawn cover, I have I have an element, which is the dagger, that goes off the bottom of the page. You see that? And the Twilight cover does not. The arms perfectly frame the title, and then her what do you call it? Name is in the middle of blackness. So I don't have that. I have something more like this where the image goes off the bottom, and they basically just sort of faded it out towards the bottom to make room for her name. So I will do something similar to that. I will add another mask, and in that mask I will draw a gradient. And it will be a radial gradient. I don't exactly know how those work, so whoops. Deselect you. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this layer because I'm not, if I, if I need to, if I need to change the dagger later for any reason, I want to be able to do that. So I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to rasterize it, which means it basically just means that you. Why can't I rasterize? Oh, I see. Okay, so basically I need to rasterize all these because these are the hue and saturation settings, and they're only affecting the dagger. So those are my like adjustments to it. So I'm going to create a new group from those layers, which is like a folder, and that will be dagger. And then I will duplicate that group, hide the original, and merge the group. So now this is one single element that just moves around of its own volition. Now if I apply a mask to that, it'll do what I want it to do, hopefully. And if I apply, oh, wrong way too. Got it. Okay, so this is interesting. Maybe I'll just apply a non-radial, and I'll do a little bit of this action. Okay, that's better. Good. Now, this font for my name is, of course, horrendous. Oh, looks a little bit like Stephanie Meyer, but not really. Hmm. No. Hmm. You know what I might do? Let me just try this. So on Realm Keepers, which is my biggest and most popular book series, I have um, I have this look for my name right there. That's me and that's my co-author. And I forget what font that is, which is what I'm trying to figure out right now. But that font is my existing font for fantasy, and this is a new fantasy. So I can break away from what Stephanie Meyer did. Is that stupid? Maybe. I don't know, but I don't necessarily know if I like the look that she has on her name on the cover. And obviously, the designer who did that cover was probably paid thousands and thousands of dollars. But at the same time, this is my book. So I'm going to try to remember. Actually, you know what? I can just make it easy on myself. Open the cover, mid-realm. This might take a second. And just look at the font that I actually used on the mid-realm cover. Bell MT, that's right. Discard, don't save, don't change anything, you're perfect. Oh, for F's sake. Now my computer's all like, that was a really big file! Help! Bell MT. Oh, there you go. Okay. Mark Feenstra chimed in, said, for future reference, you could add a new black fill layer between the graphic and text elements, then max that. Black fill layer between the graphic and text elements, then max that. Oh, crap. That would have been undeniably intelligent. Oh, well. The other thing that I just forgot, the other thing that I just remembered that I had forgotten up until this point is that this is an episode, because this is a serialized book. Let's not make the name too big. And then let's adjust our kerning ever so slightly. Ugh. Yeah, see, that's what I say is like, I know that some people, you might be watching this, not you, Mark, but like other people, you might be watching this and you might be going, I don't know how to do any of that in Photoshop. Neither did I. I figured everything out over the course of a significant length of time, but I figured it all out. So when people like Mark say things like that, that's always just a new tip that you add to your repertoire. Like I said in the last video, not everybody should design their own covers. I shouldn't design my own covers. I just do because I have to. But I'm not a Photoshop guru. I see myself as just a testament that you can. Don't let anything stop you. If you are persistent, it goes a long way towards towards just being able to get things done and whatnot. So yeah, for what that's worth. I'm kind of wondering if I should put the dagger right in the middle, because it would technically be off center, but it looks off center now because the dagger in the middle of Nightblade is so big. So which one will be kinder to my OCD is basically what it comes down to. Well, I can tell you one thing. is that I don't like that little hook. It doesn't seem appropriate to daggers of the time. I could be wrong about that, but I don't. But it doesn't look right. Why are you doing this to me? Of course, because you are a poop. Oh man, that's just annoying. Why are you doing this? Oh, because you're imperfect, of course. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a thingy. To make it more of a perfectly straight line, because perfectly straight lines make me happy in my pants. Where is my masks? Masks window, masks window. Oh crap, paths, that's what it is. Okay, I'm relatively happy with that. Okay, and then we duplicate our Nightblade layer. Move it down slightly. Delete the mask. Make it episode 1. We do small caps so that capital things are this and the other things are that. Make sure we're centered because I can tell that we're not. And then we shrink it way, 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 way down. And we arrange it nicely. So that's our cover for now. That's what I'm going to roll with for the moment. Whoops. course, I say that, and then I continue tweaking it. You know, I'm actually going to take Mark's suggestion. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to fill it all with black. I'm going to add a mask, and I'm going to draw what did I just do? I'm going to draw a gradient on that mask, which goes the opposite way. And then see, I can take the black layer and I can move it up and down. You know what? I'm going to redo that. And then I can take the black layer and I can move it up and down. And so, for example, if I want my name to be positioned there on the cover, then I take the black layer and I put it right there. Thank you for that suggestion, Mark. That is fantastic. That's our cover. That's what I'm going to roll with. Oh, how much time have I spent on this? 40 minutes, so I've got 20 minutes left. So what can I do for the next 20 minutes? Because now that this is a cover design episode, I feel weird dropping back into what do you call it? Into first drafting. I like that cover. You know, the font is ever so slightly hard to read, but again, you know, emulating Twilight, it works. It's not that hard to read, like that small. I don't know how it looks on the online video, but this small on my screen, it's not very difficult to read. I really like the look of her eyes. So that's what I'm going to do. This is what we'll roll with for now. You know, maybe we'll make... No, this is what we'll roll with for now. Maybe not. Yeah, since we've already deviated on the name, I'll just go ahead and make it the same color as the title. So we'll save this. And we've got... We'll save the original Photoshop file. Then we'll go into the covers subfolder. And we'll call this NBS1EP1. Ooh, I might need to resize it, but you know what? It'll do for now. So this will go up to the top. We'll create a new bin. Episodes. We'll move that in there. We'll duplicate it. There's got to be a key code for duplicate. Duplicate layer? No, nothing. I can set one, but I'm not going to make you watch that. Duplicate layer 2. So there's 8 episodes per season. So episode 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me know what you guys think of that cover, by the way. Do you find that appealing? I certainly like it, but I would appreciate your feedback as well. And we'll just make all 8 episode covers for the first season. these covers might change. I would, if I had the money or the time or whatever, I would love to make an individual cover for each episode. That is obviously completely impossible for me right now. So it's all going to be the same. And then this is, excuse me, this is what the cover of Volume 1 will look like when I produce that in paperback and hardcover. This will be the cover for Volume 1. Volume 2 will be different, and then those episodes will be a different image labeled episodes 9 through 16, etc. I think you got the idea. If that didn't make sense, I'm sorry. So we'll just save all 8 episodes like this. Okay, so there we go. We've got our covers. Let me pull them all up here. In preview. Okay, 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 okay. What is that all about? Seems to work totally fine. What the hell? Invalid JPEG type marker is found. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I know what that means. Ah, balls. Okay, so I saved the first 2 as JPEGs, and then I saved the rest as .jpeg, but they're actually Photoshop files. Ha! That took up a lot of space on my hard drive. I mean, not really a lot of space. Yeah. This operation cannot be completed because hardcore German porn is unavailable. Wait, what? Got a weird little line happening here. Oh no. Did I lose all? Ah, balls. Fantastic. Lost them all, guys. Isn't that fantastic? Already got you. Covers episode 3 and JPEG. Bam. Yeah, see? If this is, if anybody doesn't understand, crap. If anybody doesn't understand what I'm doing, feel free to ask. but basically I'm just saving 8 different versions of the cover as JPEG files, whereas before I saved them as Photoshop files. In fact, let me make sure I didn't do that again. JPEG, 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 and they're all under 2 megs, so they all should theoretically be acceptable on all platforms. I think Kobo has a 2 meg limit. So there you go. And that should be all 8 of them. JPEG, 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 JPEG. Ah, Photoshop, I screwed up episode 7. Okay. Now saving my file. And then saving as episode 7 with JPEG. Bam. JPEG. Good. So there you go. Nightblade episode 1. Oh, it's lagging because the files are too big. Episode 2. Oh, this is the wrong way to do it. So there you go. Nightblade episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, episode 7, and episode 8. And there are the book covers for season volume 1. So I'm actually quite happy with it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I am going to publish this this will be on the website, and I'm going to publish it to the page where you can pre-order the book, which I'm doing. I'm handling pre-orders through Gumroad, and possibly, and one reason that I haven't promoted the pre-orders to anybody except for you guys who have actually been watching VlogaNovel, which I completely love you guys, and you're awesome. But let's face it, there's never been more than like 3 or 4 of you at a time. So now that I have a cover, I don't feel weird promoting pre-orders on my Facebook and my Twitter and my Google Plus and etc. Because like, hey, go pre-order this thing, and they go there and it's like, you know, blah blah file, and they're just like, this looks weird. I didn't want to create that situation. So now I'm going to put the cover up. I'll put it on the VlogaNovel page for this site, obviously, and then I'll make it available for general pre-order and announce it and whatever. If you want to help promote it to people, let them know that it's going to happen. Keep an eye on my social media, and very very shortly they'll be able to pre-order it from Gumroad. I am a little bit short. It's only been 52 minutes, maybe like 53, since there's a little bit of a delay. But I am going to wrap up here because the cover is done, and when I come back on the next hour, I'll be working on the first draft again, and I'll be working on the first draft until the book is done, because now it has a cover. Isn't that exciting? Ooh, that's why I love doing a cover, because now I've got, it's there and it inspires me. It really gets me wanting to go on the thing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of VlogaNovel. Like I said, pre-orders, GarrettBRobinson.com/NB-1. It's in the blue section of the screen below my face. You can watch all episodes of the VlogaNovel of Nightblade on my site again, there's a link down there in the blue section, GarrettBRobinson.com/VlogaNovel-1. You can catch this on my website. I will be putting up a picture of the cover on my website on the blog post for this video. Obviously, the book is on Wattpad. The first 2 chapters are there. Chapter 2 is in progress. If you feel like it, you can read it there. And you are totally welcome. The reason that I'm doing that is so if you are watching the VlogaNovel experience, you can go read it while it's happening. I, of course, would appreciate it if you'd buy it when it came out, or pre-order it now and get it when it came out. No obligation. It helps me tremendously, but I'm just happy to put it out there for you guys. Thanks for watching VlogaNovel. I'll see you very shortly for my next hour where I keep working on the first draft. Bye.